We continue this morning our studies through the book of Revelation, looking again at Revelation chapter 12. I wasn't here last week. I was out sick, but the week before that, we also looked at this chapter, focusing our attention on the woman as the symbolic of the church and her dual identity as being clothed with the heavenly glory of God, while at the same time suffering on the earth. Today we look at the same chapter, looking today at the dragon or the ancient serpent. So we'll be reading Revelation chapter 12, and we'll read the entire chapter, verses 1 to 17. And as I read, I remind you that these are the very inspired, inerrant words of the living God. Revelation 12, beginning at verse 1. And a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and was crying out in birth pains and in the agony of giving birth. And another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his head 7 diadems. His tail swept down a third of the stars of heaven and cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she bore her child, he might devour it. She gave birth to a male child, one who is to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. But her child was caught up to God and to his throne, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, in which she is to be nourished for 1,260 days. Now war arose in heaven, Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon. The dragon and his angels fought back, but he was defeated. And there was no longer any place for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, the ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver,